It is never easy, but we got it. Let's see. All right. Okay. We are back in it. Don't know why I can hear myself twice. Hopefully that's not coming across. Just a little speech jammer. It's probably because something. Yep. There I am. Okay. All right, we're good. Hey, everybody. How's it going? We are in the library today with our fish flying up the waterfalls because I don't know how to keep them down. But we've got a lot of villagers to roll for. We have quite a bit that we need. We've got 27 books that we need. But the good news is we have 12 that that are already here. So with that said, we need to locate where our good guys are, and then we'll find our guys that need converted. I need some sort of identifier to show that somebody is already locked in. It can really be anything. Maybe we'll do glass. We need 39 books. There are 39 villagers in here. So the idea will be we find somebody who's locked in, which I think our mending villager is right here. Nope. Right here. There he is. So for example, mending is locked in. We can put a blue stained glass there to show he's locked in. So we've got a number of these guys around that are already locked in. Our Power 5 guy is locked in. That is such an expensive book. Right? Yep. How about this guy? He's got Fortune 3, but I think we already have a Fortune 3 guy. Have another mending book there. That one's actually a little cheaper. These guys have not found their workstation, so that'll be something we need to work on. Silk Touch. Silk Touch guy is locked in. Who else do we have around here? Looting 3, he's locked in. This guy really seems to want a different workstation. We have our Protection 4 guy here. Sharpness 5 here. That guy does not want to find his workstation. Sweeping Edge. Fortune 3. The one thing, yeah, these guys also need locked in there. The one thing that's going to be difficult about doing this, besides the whole everything being a random chance, not sure where those guys must be up there, is not knowing if these guys are looking at the right workstation or not. So we'll see what happens, but only time will tell. Feather Falling 3. The problem is that guy, I'd have to bring another villager over here, so we're just going to say he's locked in. I am done moving villagers for now. And we got our last group on this side. And honestly, we'll probably start up here. Efficiency 5. He's not locked in, but Do we need efficiency 5? Seems like some of these guys disappeared. I thought we already had efficiency 5, but I could be wrong. Well, the good news is we got our villagers back over at the blacksmith, so we've been able to trade a lot of iron to get a lot of emeralds, so we can lock these guys in a little easier. But we'll carry that around. We'll carry that around. Have we checked you guys yet? No. Here's our infinity guy. Who do we got here? This guy, for some reason, is locked in. He just has bookshelves. That's not good. So we may have to bring in another villager or two. Here's our efficiency 5 guy. Okay, so he does exist. And then this guy has nothing. I'm not sure why our guy over here is locked in with the bookshelves, but he must have used him for something. That's all right. If we have to bring one more over, it's not the end of the world. But I do think it's time to start getting these guys started. Now, the hard part is going to be ensuring they don't jump out. But I guess let's just get started and see what we can do. And this is the best part, is waiting for them to find it again. Slowly but surely. Or he'll just stare at me lovingly. Okay, well, we can do 2 at once. Nope, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. One thing I do like, and I'll let these guys think about their actions for a moment, is I like to have 2 lecterns in my inventory so I can get them in and out pretty quick. We'll see. Hello? Hello? We may have to kind of tunnel vision these guys. He really does not want to look at it. All right, well, let's try all 4 up here. Quick charge 3, is that one that we need? Quick charge 3, it is one that we need. But we need paper. Some of these guys are not going to have that bookshelf trade to lock in. Impaling 4, do we need impaling 4? No, we need impaling 5, close. All right, I'm going to fly back over to the villager farm and grab some of the sugar cane from there so we can make up some paper to lock in trades that way. And then we'll also lock in trades. What are you doing down there? These guys, they have very, very poor survival instincts, as anybody who has worked with villagers knows. All right. There's a little bit. We have not cleaned this up yet. We still have our villagers down here. Some extras. We'll just take it all. Why not? All right. Off we go. Once we get this paper made up. Well, at least lock in one guy. I was having the same issue with the villagers in um, while they were down in that hole there. They just did not want to cooperate. Once you break that workstation, they want nothing to do with you. Just realized, does the game not have audio? Um, Weird. Okay. Oh, forgot my crafting table. Gonna need that. And we probably should just put one right there. Got enough paper to get us a few trades locked in if we get stuck with those guys. But hopefully his quick charge didn't go away. I found that if you don't lock them in, they just kind of bounce around, but he still got it. Perfect. So that is our first villager locked in, and we can mark quick charge off the map. Got it. I just have a horribly placed third monitor. It's a little high for my liking, but it does the job. Okay, quick charge is locked in. We know this guy is not exactly what. No, 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 no. Yep, of course. Should have brought a boat. We're going to need a boat because we're just going to be dealing with the worst mob in the game. Okay. We'll go fly and grab a boat. You gotta love those guys, though. Our happy gas seems to want to go underground. I may let him if he keeps making all that noise. Grab our boat, and we're back. We tidied up the outside a lot. Actually, in between videos, um, I didn't finish all this landscaping for the video, and we're still in progress. And if I get bored of rolling these villagers, I might. I can't stand these guys. I really can't. So now what do I do? Because now I got to get them all the way back up there. I do have. All right, we're putting them in a railing, or a minecart rail, and he's going up. Need that. Need our dirt. We've got a mob problem somewhere. I thought I lit everything up. Hey, El. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like watching the videos. We just wrapped up tomorrow's post, so that is now in the queue, ready to go. And right now we're just working on kind of finishing up the things that we didn't get done for that video. But I really appreciate you watching the videos, and I really appreciate you stopping by the stream. All right, we're just gonna get this guy back where he belongs. Right back here. That actually, you know what? Let's do this. That way we should be able to push him where we need to get him. And we are going to have to break that cauldron for a second just to get him out. Sarah, what's going on? How are you? let's, okay, you have lost your privileges of being a free man. Pretty good, very busy. Yeah, I feel it. I've also been very busy the past few days. But we got the video done, so that is good. Step in the right direction. Starting to get things a little bit more organized. 5 exams, oh my gosh. I guess 5 seems like a lot. Midterms, or did it just so happen that they all landed on the same week? What am I looking for? I need a mine cart. Grab that. Got it. Are they all written exams, or do you have some like field exams, practical stuff? I believe it. The heart is no joke. Outside of the brain, you want that thing working. You have to be kidding me. Nope, 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 nope. You're not getting anywhere. And we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. And you're locked in. Okay. Come on, dude. The amount of these villagers, I really am trying not to hit them because it just makes the trades more difficult. But oh my goodness, they make it almost impossible. Go on. There we go. Close that off. Come on. There we go. All right. Off you go. So we on Saturday's stream we spent a lot of time getting these villagers in, and actually we didn't even finish it. We streamed for like 2.5 hours. We got, I think, 24 in out of the 39 that had to go in. So Sunday I just oh, I forgot to put his lectern there. Sunday I finished it up, but it was quite the undertaking. Thankfully, we got them all in. We just did not get them all locked in. Four written, 39 villagers. I misspoke, but it is crazy. It is. And so right now we're just trying to lock in those enchanted books, but so far they're not cooperating. But do they ever? 4 written, 1 farm, 2 thing, 1 static cardiology. Wow. Seems like you got a lot of studying in your future. Oh man, missed one. One day you won't have to study anymore and you won't have any more homework and you won't know what to do with yourself. So you'll start a Minecraft YouTube channel and then stream every Tuesday and Saturday, and you might end up just like me. No, but it is a great feeling. I remember when I first started getting into that feeling, right after graduation. I couldn't believe it. That was the original plan. I think your career is a little bit more stable. Your career choice is a little bit more stable, though. So I recommend sticking with what you got going on. All right, I'm trying to get making sure that we're bright enough here. So this is okay. So these guys ended up switching back. What do we got? Bookshelf and a bookshelf. That doesn't do us any good. Just gonna do this, do this. Lifelong commitment. Yeah, absolutely. I think a continuous improvement of one's self is a great way to never get bored. I think a lot of people hit their oh, and I saw missed Elle's message from before. Elle, if you're still in here, thank you for being in every live that you can be. I appreciate it. But I think so many people they graduate or they finish their trade school or whatever. You know, they get whatever job that they aimed for, and then they figure like, okay, I'm good. That's it. But I think that lends itself to getting very bored. If you're looking at continuous improvement for your life, you're never going to get bored because you're always learning new things, trying to better yourself. Yeah, medicine for sure. All like the new drugs that come out, the new all those new studies that I think that's like I've met a lot of people that question like, oh, well, we used to do things this way. It's like, yeah, people used to do things, we used to think that letting the blood out of the body was the best way to like heal. You know what I mean? So that constant change is very necessary. The nice thing that's I've been noticing with these villagers so far is they actually are locked into the lectern on their cubicle. The rough part is they don't want to lock in again. Kirsten, what's going on? What did I tune into? Well, we've got our villagers, and we are attempting to get the book trades. So we have, oh, what do we have? 26 more to go. Is that right? 27 more to go. I got a little ahead of myself. It puts sandbags on people. Yeah, I know it. Like is there what's going on out here? There's a lot going on out there. For those of you that are interested in the video that's coming out tomorrow, you'll definitely see the interior, but well, excuse me. This is something that I didn't necessarily show in the video. I just started working on it today. Trying to get some gardens out here. And if I get bored of doing this rolling, we might build a couple custom trees. I'd like some opinions on them, so we probably will try that out front. Just realized we don't need that grass there or there. Trina, what's going on? Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. The interior was super fun to build. I was kind of just rolling with it, seeing what happened, and I'm happy with it. Thank you, Kirsten. There's a lot that I still want to do out there, but I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're starting to cook with it. The big open field wasn't working for me. I ended the episode and I was like, I need to do a little bit more. What do we got? Bookshelf, of course. See, my question is how do I get these guys to look at their workstation? Yes, you got in just at the beginning. We are rolling these villagers, or at least attempting to, but as we can see, these guys do not want to lock onto their workstation. So you know what? I was going to try to do the top first, but we're just going to keep going. Going to do them all. Sure. And we also need to figure out these guys over here that are not locked in. How do I get you locked in? They're going to be the last ones I worry about, to be honest. We got a lot of other guys to worry about right now. Let me just do this so I always, no, I can't, duh. Making sure there's no sneaky trades. I already checked these guys once, but it's possible that their trades shifted. Fortune 3, I swear. Oh, wait, he's locked in. Yeah, duh. He's locked in. What we might end up doing is moving the locked in guys into the solitary or stationary cubicles. I think you're right, Kirsten. So I think we're going to have to move our guys that are already locked in into the boats because those guys are all escape artists. So we'll do them last. What do we got here? Multi-shot. I think that is one that we need. It is. All right. And whoops. That's I wish the shelves worked a little differently. I always put the whole stack in the shelf. Don't mind me. I'm just updating my Excel sheet of enchanted books. It's another one locked in though. We already got him. One thing I haven't been looking at are these other traits. So that guy's got power 5, but I think we already have a power 5 villager. Fire aspect 1. We want fire aspect 2. Oops. You're going to be weird since that's facing the other way. There you go. Mending. This guy's already locked in. He also doesn't have a trap door, I just realized, but he hasn't attempted to escape. Honestly, these guys have gotten a big upgrade from solitary confinement. They were, they did not have it too good. Fire protection, yeah, we need 4. We got lucky with like one of the villagers. Of the 39 that we moved over, one was a new trade, which is insane. But you guys, Fortune 3, I already have Fortune 3. I highly doubt. Let's see. Are you gonna? Oh wow. So he was locked in, but I doubt he's gonna get relocked in. Density. Nope, you can get up to density 5. A book I surely will never use. Nicest villager. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Okay, and then this guy's already got books, so he's going to cause a problem. And then that guy's locked in. And we've got our entrance villagers here as well. All these guys. And none of them want to cooperate. 39 of them. None of them want to cooperate. Okay. Well, we broke and placed all of those. So let's go back to the top and see if anybody locked back in. Yes. I'm glad you think so, though, Sarah, because this took a long time. It was a lot of work. Our next build, um, always thinking ahead, even though our video isn't even out yet. Our next build is not as big, but since it's a little smaller, we get the opportunity to do more detail. But I'm excited for it. This was a huge project. It was fun, but going back to something a little bit more tame, something that we can fill out the world with. These guys are just staring in the corners. I'm open to any suggestions as to what to do with these guys. And Trina, now that you're in here and I can hear all these mobs, I realize I should probably go down there and light them up. You hold me accountable for that. Hey. Ugh. Oh my God. Okay. That is quite a few. Oh, you couldn't hear them. Oh, you know what? I think my game audio, they are very much there. I don't know what happened to my game audio. Are you guys getting any game audio? He did steal my diorite. Oh, I picked it up. Good. Okay, no game audio. My bad. Give me 1 second. Let's see if we can get that fixed real quick. Boo. Hey, Ash. We are just getting our game audio fixed. Not sure where it went. I guess I'm not going to be able to edit this without looking at it. Sort of dumb, but that's okay. We're going to do that. Nobody panic. Be back. And we should have game audio now. I'm going to turn it down a little bit just so it's not too jarring, but we good now? I can hear a skeleton. I have no idea where he is. He might be above us. Okay, perfect. Let me know if the volume needs changed up at all. Still using this new software that's not OBS for streaming, and I like it a lot, but I think there are some technical things with it that still need cleaned up. It's newer. All right. Every time I stream, our villagers embarrass me. No, 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 no. Get it back. The easiest thing to do here would be to just focus on one and keep breaking and replacing his lectern until until he's good to go. But with the way that they aren't focusing on anything, that is not going to be very easy. Hey Trina, there's not a limit on the art. I'm gonna put in everybody's that submits. I'll probably do it like on a Friday or Saturday basis. So like up until Saturday morning, I'll then update the resource pack with the art that's been submitted, and then like the Saturday stream, you'll see it. So no, it's going to be always rotating, I think. So whenever you want to submit something, go right ahead. I will be happy to put it in there. Piercing 4. We need piercing 5, right? Wait, no, piercing 4. That is what we need. Okay. Another guy locked in. They get so stubborn at night, and I'm not even realizing when night is. Okay, so that's piercing 4. We got that. We'll mark it with our glass. Okay. Well, we're making some progress. really... Oh, I forgot a rail in my inventory. I don't need that. Okay. I don't need half the things in my inventory, but... Oh, who are you trying to give that to? Some is better than none, exactly. If I really want to get these annoying mobs, or make this a land of annoying mobs, I think Aqua Affinity is one we need too, yeah. I might just bring in some copper golems. make it a party in here. They could be walking around. All right. So that is, whoops, we need this guy. Mark him. So now we're at 24. Density 3, nope. We know we need density 5. Again, a book I will truly never purchase. Might have to just to say we did. Impaling 2. What does impaling go up to? 5. Okay. You're locked in. What about you? Mending for 38? No, thank you. That is too rich for my taste. We've already got mending for a much better price. I keep checking our bookshelf guy. I'm just gonna put a dirt there. Dirt. I don't know what his deal is. Feather falling 1. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of a little story from this week's video. I haven't used the mace, Trina. I don't have one in this world. I guess I've used it in other worlds, but I feel like it's cool. It is cool. If I get one, I'll throw the enchantments on it since I have the book, but I just never have like the time to use it. You know what I mean? Like I'm never jumping off something and yeah, it's called the mace. But I'm never like jumping off a bunch of blocks to like kill a mob or whatever. So I don't know. It's a cool concept, but I think it's more like uh PvP. And Kirsten, yeah, density is for the mace. So this pair of Elytra here, here's your little sneak peek into this week's video. I was AFKing the bee farm, and the bee farm kept breaking because, well, I made it wrong. It was totally my bad. And I was messing with it. I made the bees angry, and I flew up on breaking. Here we go. This is one distraction. Sorry, we got another guy locked in. So basically, the bees wouldn't get unmad at me. So I read that I had to basically kill myself to make them happy again. So that is what I did. And as I went back, loyalty 3, yes, that's another one. We're killing it now. As I went back to grab my items, because I just flew up in the air and then took my elytra off, I picked up my stuff and then my game crashed. So then I logged back in and I was like back at my spawn. I went back to pick up my things and I had 2 elytra in my inventory. So it duped my elytra. So I've got this pair and then I've got that pair. If anyone knows what that name is a reference to, let me know. But yeah, you know, we talked about this in a previous stream. I'm not a fan of duping items, so I'm not going to use it, but we're just going to treat it like an artifact of the world. Trina, I haven't used the spear yet. I don't know what. I think once I make the horse track, that's when I'm going to do like spear stuff. In that episode, I'll probably experiment with that spear. Need one more for Depth Strider. It is a nice bug. It gave me a pair of elytra to display. I'm just trying to think of like other artifacts we can put around the library now, though. The art will be great additions, but I'm trying to think of like items. No, 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 no. Thank you. Thanks, Trina. And yeah, Kirsten, it is weird. It's an Sarah, it is a nice bug, but it is a weird bug. It's so weird because the weirdest thing is Frostwalker 2. Yes, actually. The weirdest thing is I need more paper. I had other items in my inventory and none of those were duped. It was just I had rockets, I had my elytra, I think I had chicken, and then I had um maybe my pickaxe, and the elytra was the only thing that was duped. It was so weird. I did steal a bee's wings. That's why they were so mad at me. Can you please get back up here? I moved my blacksmiths or more blacksmiths over here, so that's where I got all those emeralds just from trading iron. Um, oh, I was hoping I'd have more sugarcane over here. Barry from the Bee Movie. I'm more worried about what his woman would think. She would not be happy with me. I don't even remember her name. I want to say Claudia. I have no clue. Shoot. All right. Yeah, I need to craft that into paper first, right? But yeah, I was trying to think of other items I could use as artifacts in the library, but nothing came to mind right off the bat. All right, so this is Frostwalker. Perfect. Frostwalker 2. Yes. And did I mark these guys? This guy didn't get. Did I lock you in? Channeling. I think that's one that we need. Channeling, yes. I should have cleaned my inventory up when I went over there. That is my bad. Channeling. Projectile protection 3. We need 4. The mace core would be a good one. I need to run through some more trial chambers. I've done 2 with no mace to speak of. Fire aspect 2. There we go. That's a good one. I like fire aspect. This inventory is going to be a problem, but let me let me mark this and then let's go. Let's go clean this up real quick. I don't need all this stuff right now. Squid and yeah, squidding for the failed squid farm. That's a good one. Vanessa, Claudia is kind of Vanessa coded. Close. Okay, so Squid Ink, the Mace Core, those are both good ones. No, there's never enough inventory space. What am I doing? I need that. Azalea leaves over with the moss stuff. Got it. I brought out some dirt and things for um, some landscape work that I was going to do, but I ended up not using it, at least not yet. But I do think the garden will probably have some coarse dirt and podzol and things. Okay, we don't need that ominous potion. We've got our emeralds. We don't need our hoe right now. We don't need our redstone box right now either. Okay. That's good. Minecraft Live got announced today for March 21st, so not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I will definitely be streaming my reaction that night. I'm super excited to see what they announce. I'm excited to get a date for the tiny takeover drop. But that's the problem, right? Like Mojang's like, ooh, look at these cute baby animals. You don't need an inventory update. But little do they know, it's always at the back of our minds. We definitely need an inventory update. Minecraft Live is my Super Bowl, even though I also would say the Super Bowl is my Super Bowl. Minecraft Live is my Super Bowl. Okay, so both of these guys are locked in now, so we don't need to bother them anymore. A backpack would make so much sense. And I think they... Unfortunately, we do need Curse of Vanishing. That's not a very exciting one, but we do need it. I think they have... I think they use the excuse of like, oh, well, you have a shulker box, so you don't need a backpack. But the backpack really should just expand your inventory space. It shouldn't be like, oh, I open the backpack and then I have more stuff in it. It's like any like Animal Crossing game or Pokemon game. Not Pokemon, Animal, I'm thinking Pokopia. Um, Stardew Valley, you upgrade your bag and you get more inventory space. Um, Sorry, I'm just staring off into space here. I'm trying to see if quick charge 3, what is going on? Okay, we already have it. Yeah, the bundles are like a decent attempt at it. But again, but you're right, Sarah. Like, that's what they put them in the game for. Did I just get Cursive Binding or did I get Cursive Vanishing? I forgot to mark it. Cursive Vanishing. And look at that, Cursive Binding right across the way. They were meant to be. Okay. Got both of those. Vanishing, thank you. All right, let me update my filter here so I'm not looking. Oh yeah, we got Aqua Affinity. That just typed in wrong. All right, update that one more time. Okay. How many more do we have to go? 17? We're making good progress. But yeah, the bundles and those shulker boxes especially definitely do like the job that they were put in the game to do. But inventory management is so difficult in this game. I mean, for this build, I had to have 5 double chests of items, and that's including none of the interior, right? So the amount of back and forth I had to do was just ridiculous. But it's also just the nature of the game. Like, it would be such a revamp to change how the inventory system works, right? But I do think it's between the inventory and um, the end. I think those are like the top two candidates for an update. It is a big amount, and I think something else that shulker boxes or bundles could really benefit from. So like if I don't have a good example in here. Here, let's just do this. So there's a bookshelf there. I middle click and it brings the bookshelf to my hotbar. I feel like that really should happen if you have a shulker box in your inventory. I feel like it should get brought out of the shulker box. or a bundle. I think that would make building so much easier. The end would be baller. It's totally necessary. It's such a blank slate for them. Like the end cities are cool, but then you have one block, the end block outside of in the generation, and um, you have those chorus fruit plants everywhere. There's opportunities for a new wood type. They've got a lot that they could do with the end. This guy just keeps getting the same bookshelf trade. Uh-oh. But it's all wishful thinking. Only Mojang knows what they'll do. Even, especially like, I don't know, they always surprise me. That's for sure. It's never what I'm expecting, which I like part of that. Yeah, Kirsten, 100%. The end definitely needs some love. We already have sharpness 5. But like I said, it's a blank slate. There's so much opportunity there. Lunge 2. Lunge. Oh, shoot. Is this? Uh-oh. I don't think this list included the new spear updates. All right, let's take a look here. It sure didn't, which means we need more villagers. Spear enchantments, Minecraft. Lunge 3. So you can get up to lunge 3. So I'll just add that to the list. Okay. Well, we need one more villager. It is a devastating L. That's lunge 2. All right, well, while we do our next run around here, checking these guys, we can also think about where this next villager is going to go. I do, and I mentioned it in the video, that there is a spot up top. Let me show you guys that after I do one more look around. So I mentioned it in the video, and I just kind of kept it closed for now, but we could easily do this and continue the floor into here, and we could have more villagers in here. So I think that will be the future home of our lunge villager, and we have the same thing on the other side. That's okay. Feather falling 3. Yeah, that's our feather falling guy that I'm just letting him be because I can trade for 2 of his books. Did you just steal that guy's? I think he just stole that lectern. Why are you looking all the way over there, sir? No, maybe not. I totally forgot about these guys up here, though. All right, which means we need another piece of glass as well to represent that extra villager. Fortune 1, that's no good. What do we got, guys? A bookshelf. Impaling 3. Impaling 5. What is, oh, impaling's the trident, I think. Yeah, black market villagers, yeah. Maybe we have it like covered by a painting too, so it's just like a secret hideaway back there. That could be cool. Give it a little lore as to why they're stuffed in the roof. breach. What does breach go up to? 4. I should hide the mending villager. He probably will be the one I put up there because he's my most valuable asset. Fortune 1. 2 Fortune 1 guys in one round. Whoops. Give me that. Infinity, we already have infinity. We do need flame though. So those guys are good. These guys are good. This whole back wall is good actually. Makes it easy. Flame. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Awesome. That's crazy. All right, another one down. All right, keep it going. All right, I'm gonna do this for probably another 10 minutes, and then I want to run some tree ideas by you guys. That is some good luck. Riptide 3? Yes. All right. Welcome to the exclusive club. All right, we're getting close to moving some locked in villagers to those boats. I still don't understand why this guy. Let's see if we can just upgrade him and get a trade that we need. That'd be nice. I highly doubt that's going to happen though. Lunge 3. I think we already. No way. Okay. He is useful. We don't have to replace him. That's huge. I was really worried I was going to have to replace that guy. Okay, so those guys are done. What about this? Okay, so everybody in the lobby is locked in. We've got our 2 guys in each of those wings, and then everybody in here. What about, yes, yeah, okay. The whole lobby is good. Our 2 wings, not so much. We're getting there though. Just have that guy before we start switching things around in this wing. Yes, no extra villager needed. I also really enjoy the custom trees, but they're hard. They're definitely not easy. This is another one. We're on a little streak now. Loyalty 2. No, loyalty 3. Oh, what did I just get? Punch 2. Need to lock that in. Yep. Yeah, doing the custom trees is really fun, especially when they turn, like for the walnut tree. I love that thing. That's one of my favorite builds in the world, in this world. Um, but they're tough. I worked on that, like designing that in creative for a long time. Bedtime, yep. Yeah, it is. That's a great point. The amount of 360s I had to do around that thing. I think that's like any organic build that you do. You're always like thinking about it from one, like the tentacle I did, the Kraken tentacle. I'm thinking about looking at it if it's like that house there. I'm thinking about looking at it from this angle, right? I'm not thinking about behind or in front of it. Um, so that was tough building that one. But the trees, any organic like that, the angles are what really make it tough, but it's also what can make it really pop once it works out. Thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate that. It's a good question, Sarah. I just realized that guy could lock onto that cauldron. Let's see, do I? The Dragon's Trove is kind of um that big campaign piece. It was the hub for uh my party and one of the main story arcs. The flying ship is also or was also a huge campaign piece as well. So between those two, those are kind of like the ones I can think of. Um, but I do have, so I always say you all are the elite club. So you get the elite insights, okay? So uh my I don't know when I'm going to start working on this, but my plan is to build uh pretty much a mega build into this mountain, a really big castle, and that'll be a multiple episode long time thing. But that castle is the castle that we started our campaign in, um, like session 0. So that one will be dedicated to those friends and family that played in that campaign, and I'll put, because each of their characters had like a room in the castle, so I'll decorate it to their character, and I'll kind of talk about that as well. But that is going to be uh, no time soon. I think like I'll probably start that project within the next month or two, but by the time it's finished, I don't know. It's a big one. All right, I'm gonna check these guys one more time, and then we're gonna do that a little bit of tree work. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Um, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be uh this was the biggest build I've ever done up until this point, but I don't even know how much bigger that one's going to be. I'm gonna try to lock in um some more farms before I start on that one, so I can really so I don't really have to worry about collecting the blocks. I'll be more worried about like placing them and designing, but I still have to design it as well. It's gonna be a big undertaking. That was quick. Okay, I'll do a little. Didn't get anybody good on this last round. That's okay. We had a good streak there. And you, loyalty 3. Do we already have that? Oh, there we go. We got 1 on our last round. I'll take it. All right. Well, 13 out of 30, well, 40 now. 13 out of 40 is not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I mean, what did that take? An hour? What time is it? Yeah, it took an hour. I'll take that any day of the week. Okay, let's grab a few of these blocks. I have a design in my head. I'm trying for these trees. I think I think I'm going to do like a manicured tree, one that's like very as if it was like shaped, right? It'll be leading up to the library. How high up is that? This looks like you're asking. So let's see. I know. It's a very okay. So like, I have my wife's monitors there, my monitors here, and then I put a third monitor in the middle so like we could watch TV and stuff. And I hung it way too high. It's so bad. Um, yeah, it's like up there. No, I do have I have exactly 39 in there, Sarah, because I thought I was gonna have to replace that guy, and then plus I'll need to add uh um a 40th villager. But so no, I misspoke. I would have had to add 2 if that guy didn't get in. So I only 39 villagers over there. But 1 more won't kill us. Okay. Yep, I need that. I'll need some of those. I'll probably need leaves if I had to guess. Take some of these. Do I have any jungle? Got some. They're brighter, so I think I want to do some moss. I have a weird, and this is, you guys can tell me if this is worth it or not. I do need dye though. I'd have some. Only 39, right? I'll just make a few candles. I'll just do, okay. Yes. I thought I had more candles, I guess not. Oh yeah, I placed some in the library. Is that everything? No, I need spruce fences as well. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. So, let's take a look. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not even 100% sure where I want to place this in regards to the path. You will be able to trade for candles in the next update. But I think, from what I understand, which this really sucks. Well, no, I guess it's not that bad. So I think if your librarian villagers already have the name tag trade unlocked, they won't update to candles. But if they don't have that unlocked yet, then they will be. They will give you that candle trade. Now, the one thing I don't love about that, and I think I tested it on a stream, is that allegedly, I don't know if they've changed their minds, but the villagers are only going to trade red and yellow candles, um, which is fine. But like black, gray, green, all those candles I feel are way more useful than red and yellow. So we'll see. We'll see if they change their minds on that, or maybe they'll make either that, or if they could change the way that they're dyed to let you be able to dye any candle type. The librarian is going to sell the candles because they're getting rid of the name tag trade because you'll be able to craft name tags, um, which is super cool. I'm gonna be naming everything, but yeah. So the name tag trade won't be as worth it anymore. All right, so let me work with me here. I'm just kind of winging this. Um, let's see. Oops. Let's do this. Again, these are just supposed to look like really manicured trees. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I don't know why they wouldn't just sell the basic ones, you know? I think they picked red and yellow because like they have, the red hat with the yellow on the side, but like it's a little on the nose, you know? That's a good point. Well, we've got at least one expert villager in there, or master villager that can do a name tag, so he will be an artifact. Might have to move him to the front. Artifacts go front and center. Gonna wrap these around a little bit. All right, we are just going to see what happens here. Uh, yeah, it's kind of tall, but let's keep going till we're sure that we're done. Don't want to judge it too early. What am I using? One of the dark oak ones. Okay. Okay, and then I want a little something in the middle, I think, just to give it a shape. Let's say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's the shape we'll go for. Okay, let's put this together and see what it looks like. Just do that on each side, and then we'll add a little bit more. Excuse me. I heard him pulling back his bow. Whoops, did that one too high. Okay, so the idea would be these trees, and then we would do like 1, 2, 3. Do I do that, or do that? Yeah. The idea would be these trees would line the path here, so every so often you'd have one of these trees one in the back. So again, just looks really, yeah, exactly, Kirsten, just like that. Okay. So in theory, we'd have a bunch of these very manicured trees lining up to the thing. Okay, now, okay, you guys like that. Now, here's a little something something I wanted to do with it. It is such a minuscule detail, but I thought it kind of sets it apart a little bit. So let me get some more, add a little more detail here. Whoops, don't want all that gone. Okay, hear me out. I don't love the placement of those two moss blocks. Need to make that a little bit more random. I'm noticing that you can barely see that candle. But it does something. It adds a little something. I don't know. Just gonna throw moss blocks randomly in here. Just to give it a little bit of texture. The problem is you can't put the, and maybe they both need to be a moss block at the top. You can't put the candles on a leaf because I don't know why. It's a non-solid block, I guess. Maybe this also needs to be a moss block. I don't know. Because, yeah, you really can't see that candle, so it almost feels like a waste. In theory, I'd have another one here, and then probably every, like, I don't know, 7 or 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Or we could center it with these. However many blocks that is. Yeah, I think that's good. Or will be good. It's not overkill. I don't know. I kind of like it. The more I look at it. I wasn't totally in love with it at first, but and they'll each, you know, this won't be they'll each be a little random. I think you're right, Kirsten. It definitely gets distracting when you get closer. I could also try, yeah, because from back here, I mean, it really doesn't look that jarring. I mean, I have to also consider, like, this is what you're looking at, right? So, like, these are more in, like, your peripheral as you're walking. Can you guys leave me alone? I mean, there's a village right there. Isn't that kind of your thing? Let's try one other thing. Oh my God, there's another one. Actually, I've got two things I want to try here. One, I don't know if you can place. I'm assuming if you can't place candles on leaves, that you can't place them on glass, but maybe I'm wrong. You can. I don't get why you can't place it on a leaf. I mean, you can literally place it in the air. Wait a minute. What if I just do that? Will it break? Okay, hold on. Test. Testing. No. Okay, I could just do that. And then that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Okay, we found a little trick here. So maybe we just do that. Yeah, I was thinking green glass could work, but yeah, that also works, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay. Let's keep putting the bed away. Another thing I did in between episodes is I put ender chest all over since I'm always like placing mine when I'm around town because my builds are so far away. So I just kind of yeah, I just place them around. All right, let's see what we can do here. Jungle leaves. The tree is growing on you. I know. So now I'm thinking like, do I even need to switch it out? Let's see. I'm just gonna go away from it for a second. It's not too difficult to add the moss blocks back in. Okay, let's break this. Okay, what do we think without the moss? With or without moss? I'm open to either. I probably should build one next to it with moss and then we can really decide. Yeah, definitely. The candle is more visible. It makes it look more like a point, which I like. But I did kind of like the way the moss was coming across. Let's do, let's see. Let's see if I can build one of these quick. We already have that. I need some of this. We have moss. We don't need the sugar cane because I also want moss carpets, but I also want, did I use all my dye? Shoot. We're going to cook up a cactus as well. Another ominous potion for that mace that we were talking about. Okay, and then I want some of these as well. Okay, let's try that. We're gonna cook up this cactus real quick so we can get some green stained glass. I gotta get a cactus farm going. The closest desert is, I think, like 1,500 blocks away in the Nether, so it's like almost 10,000 blocks away in the overworld. So we do need to get that cactus farm. Okay. Another option. Now the real test is going to be rebuilding this exactly as I did. 2, 2. I think that's right. That looks right. Okay. So let's try moss. Get our jungle leaves around here. So hard. Yeah, I figured that would happen. That's okay. We can do a jungle leaf there. Get our candle up here while we're here. And then we've got these as well. So we can kind of make it less of a jarring transition. Yeah, let's see what happens. I don't know. We just need something to compare it to. That'll be our final task for tonight. Something to compare to. And that goes down to here. Yep. Right, I'm not crazy. Yep, that is right. Oh, I honestly don't know if there's a difference between dark oak and oak leaves. They almost look exactly the same, but part of me thinks oak leaves are like a little lighter. 2 on top, right? Yep. That's a good idea. I could do it as a pole. I will do that, but I'll take your opinions too. I'll give your votes a little bit more weight. The elite club gets those kind of perks. You know what I mean? It's what you all deserve. Okay. I think we've actually replicated it correctly. So once I get these last few on, throw a few more pieces of moss in there. Yes. Yeah, it'll definitely be good for engagement. Get people going. People love to vote on things. Elite club. It is an elite club. It's those are exactly the same, right? Yes. It's an exclusive club. Got to get that. Keep recruiting, but I'm cool with it being exclusive. And nah, I don't like that one there. Whoops. Minecraft is just so funny. It's like, yeah, that slightly greener block that I put next to the other green block just isn't right. It ruins the whole thing. All right, let's do this. I think it should be more like the ones that are a little bit more exposed. And then let's throw some carpets on the ones that aren't. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Is that enough? Sure. Feel like this front is missing something. But you know what? We can throw a little bit of green glass in there too. The moss is just a little bit more interesting, right? Let's see if we throw some glass in here. Let's see what it does. Does it just mess it up completely? Let's do one there. I just wanted one there. One there. Maybe one here. Let's see what that looks like. It's interesting. Maybe if I do throw vines or glow lichen on that. Let's get it to daytime. Let's take another look. Yeah, I kind of like it with the glass too. It does. It's like if we're gonna do the moss, we might as well lean into the different textures. I could even mix in a couple glass panes or even something like green concrete. Leaves behind it. Yeah, I see what you mean, because this kind of looks a little weird, right? You think there should be you think a glass pane underneath the candle? Is that what you're saying? Or glass pane? Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, as opposed to the candle. Much to consider. Let's see. We need to cook up one more green dye. It will give it more point. I think that way I could lower it by one too. Maybe. Let's try it. What am I doing? I need one more of these. Go cook that up. Maybe you have green dye. Nope. Purple dye. Oh, look at that. It just kept burning. It went out of my simulation distance. Perfect. Get some of that. Get some of that. Okay. Let's see. That would have been. I think we've wasted all of our luck on rolling our villagers tonight. We did pretty good with that. Honestly, we did better than I thought we were going to do. I'm not going to make it. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. All right. Let's see. So, all right, let's do step one. Do these all have, yeah. So step one will be moss, pane, candle. Okay. Hey, Zavia. How are you? Okay, so that's that. Is it too much point? I don't know. We're just we're finishing up the stream by trying to get a design down for the trees. Okay, so that's option one. Yeah. Let's, what if we lower it? Yeah, it still feels a little out of place. We could do the glass pane instead of the candle because it is a little taller. Yeah, very true. A green wall or fence would be a lot better. Let's see. I mean, it's almost more believable. What do we think about the glass pane just alone? I'll do it on the other one as well. It's definitely more visible. And that top of a tree would be a little bit more like transparent, I guess, right? Because it's a very thin part. Hmm. Just staring. I know. I think I'm also leaning toward the glass pane. One last little thing I'm gonna try here. I don't know if I have vines though. Okay. Where's our, we don't want, we'll do that. And do I have glow lichen? I don't think I do. Oh, I have some. Put torches in there. It is cheaper to make. I do think it captures it a little bit better. I really thought I was cooking with the candle, but that's okay. Okay, well that obviously is better, right? I think so. Like if it doesn't have, so like let's try this one as well. Does it glow like and add anything? It's kind of just a different color. What do we think about the vines on the panes that are not as that like don't have a leaf behind them? Good addition. The one thing I'm gonna have to do though is I'll have to put string there so that it doesn't grow any further. I fear we have cooked. I fear we've cooked. Switch between the candles and the glass. Yeah, that's a good point. We could. We could do the candles so that way the candles would be on the second and fourth tree and they'll be more visible from back here. I could try that. And I think the vines are a good addition. Okay. I think we're going to go with the tree on the right, but we're still going to throw it on a YouTube poll. So just for the heck of it. Take a screenshot. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the right move. And then it's already wrapping around like that, so. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the help. That's what these streams are for. For hanging out, rolling villagers, and making decisions. And I think we got there. I think the only other thing I'm not totally sure about is the placement. Maybe they're too close to the path. Let me know what you think. I could move them out to, let's see. So like right here instead. Because that's the center in between the path and the garden. One block over each. Yeah. Because, yeah. Yeah, the middle. If we do the middle, maybe, I mean, I'm open to whatever, but I'm thinking we could maybe do like uh smaller planters around, kind of in a line going down. Something like that. And that way, if it's in the middle, that opens that view up a little bit, right? So you're still getting it in your peripheral, but you're getting it now at this point, and you can see the entire building. Whereas right now the building's a little blocked, right? Okay. I like that. So let's, for future me, trapdoors, and yeah, that's a good idea. I probably will do that. We have a, whoops, did that one wrong. I'm gonna get some, I'll probably do some coarse dirt around the bottom and maybe some rooted dirt just to add a little bit of variation. And then from there, yeah, we can put them in planter boxes. Yeah, I think we are set. I'm going to break that, do that. We'll have some floating trees until I build the next ones. But I think we're where we need to be. Cool. All right, well, thank you all for the help. I appreciate it. That was a very productive stream. This is all stuff that like the trees I could put into the video, I guess. Maybe I'll start the next video with planting those trees. But you know, rolling for the villagers, that's a stream thing. And I'm glad we got to hang out and do it. Let's make sure our guys are all good. While we're in here, we might as well check just to see if we got lucky while we were away. Nope. Not him. Let's check our other side. One final run through infinity. We already have infinity. And then our upstairs guys. Getting all turned around in my own build. All right, he's locked in. You? Nope. How about you? Power 3? No. Unbreaking 3? No. Anybody else? Fire aspect 1. Fire aspect 1. Last chance. Loyalty 3, which I think we already, yeah, we already got that. Oh well, that's okay. We'll keep rolling those in between videos and things until we've got everybody. But with that, I think we're done for tonight. Very successful. Very successful. I appreciate everybody joining. That was fun. I had a good time. We got those trees figured out too, which was not something I planned on, but good progress, you know? Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. And thank you for stopping in, Sarah, Trina, Kirsten, Zavia. I appreciate it, all y'all stopping in. We will have the new video out tomorrow, about 3 p.m. Eastern. So check the channel, check it out, leave a like. Let me know what you like about it. Let me know what you don't like about it. I'm open to feedback. But as always, thank you all. I hope you all have a great night, a great week. I should be live Saturday night, most likely. So if you're around, hopefully you can stop by. But that's all. Until next time, talk to you guys later. Bye bye.